Hey there. Yes, you. Congratulations. You just became the President of the United States of America. As president, you're arguably the most powerful person in the entire world, with trillions of dollars of resources and a literal army at your disposal. Unfortunately, you also have a massive target on your back. Yes, it's true. There are people out there who will do anything to remove you from power. But what are you going to do? Stay locked up in the White House and cower behind your desk all day? No, not you. You want to be out there with the people that elected you, listening to their grievances, providing solutions, and inspiring hope. But yeah, at the same time, you do want to stay alive. So how does one travel the United States of America safely, knowing there are people out there trying to get you? Introducing, drumroll please, the Presidential Motorcade. Consisting of over 30 cars and a helicopter, the Presidential Motorcade is a carefully constructed ballet of man and machinery designed to combat, confuse, and confound your enemies. That's right, the Presidential Motorcade is organized and orchestrated with pinpoint precision to ensure that you, the President, make it to your destination alive. Literally no corners are cut when it comes to your protection. While there was once a time that you may have rode in a convertible, top down, waving to the masses, that era swiftly came to an end with a notoriously famous event that involved beloved President John F. Kennedy. Instead, you'll be seated in Cadillac One, a vehicle that can only be described as a Fort Knox on wheels. Actually, Fort Knox ain't got nothing on the Cadillac One. Cadillac One, also known as the Beast, is designed to tackle literally any problem a would-be attacker could throw at it and come out cruising. It's got 5-inch thick bulletproof glass, 8-inch thick doors, tires that work even after being popped, a powerful V8 engine, and a hermetically sealed interior to protect against nuclear, biological, and chemical attacks. And if that's not enough, Cadillac One also has night vision optics, a tear gas cannon, an armored non-explodable fuel tank, an oil slick dispenser, pump-action shotguns, and more! That's right, the presidential vehicle is just a couple blue shells and a gold star away from being the best Mario Kart vehicle ever. Of course, all these features rack up a pretty steep cost, as Cadillac One has been estimated at over $1.5 million. It, seems you're not quite comfortable with the amount of taxpayer dollars this little tank of wheels uses up. Well, you might want to hear this next little bit then. It turns out to make a motorcade work, you need more than just the one Cadillac One. After all, the last thing you want is for potential enemies to know exactly which car you're in. So open up the presidential checkbook, because your motorcade will feature a couple of Cadillac Ones, each identical to the next down to the number plate, weaving in and out of each other's paths like one of those carnival games with 3 upside-down cups and a ping pong ball. You know what we're talking about. Of course, having spare copies of Cadillac One isn't just for confusion purposes. If something goes wrong with the car you're in as president, the Secret Service can make a quick switch to get you into one of the others. Now, believe it or not, Cadillac One and all the features are really just your last line of defense. Any potential attack should be detected and prevented long before it gets to you. After all, that's what the other 30 cars in the motorcade are for. From the electronic countermeasures vehicle to the hazardous materials mitigation unit to the counter-assault team, the presidential motorcade has dozens of vehicles outfitted with specific protective functions. These vehicles are all overflowing with highly trained Secret Service members, an elite group of trustworthy operatives that are responsible for organizing and executing motorcade operations. They drill for all kinds of emergency situations and plan down to the smallest detail, like making sure the escape routes have good visibility conditions. Now, as you might imagine, Mr. or Madam President, this delicate ballet of vehicles has a ton of coordination. That's why the motorcade features an intelligence division, mobile command and control vehicle, and an Overwatch helicopter, all of which are in constant communication and synced up with local police and surveillance units to ensure things are running smoothly and that the motorcade continues unobstructed. Finally, should anything go wrong, the motorcade is always trailed by your personal doctor and an ambulance or two with clear instructions to prioritize saving you above anyone else. We know you're too noble to want preferential treatment, Madam or Mr. President, but remember, this whole operation is about keeping you alive. Oh, and should things go really, really, really wrong on a global scale, there's a control vehicle carrying what's known as the nuclear football. And trust us, that's something you don't want to fumble. This small leather briefcase will allow you to authorize a nuclear launch from wherever you are, provided your Secretary of Defense signs off on it too. The rest of the motorcade is made up of regular police vehicles in charge of controlling traffic and cars carrying members of the White House press corps and other staff, but they're not really important, at least not compared to you. So there you have it, Mr. and Madam President, the key to keeping you alive on the road, the presidential motorcade. Hopefully now that you know the level of intricate planning that goes into every detail of its operation, you'll trust there's no expense that has been spared when it comes to your safety. Now with that peace of mind, get on out there and make the world a better place.